Of course, they involve Edward Snowden, who was a former NSA consultant who left the United States with a whole bag full of secrets which have been disclosed over the recent months in publications like The Guardian, The New York Times, Der Spiegel, the German magazine, which is where we think these latest allegations have come from. And the German Chancellor, Angela Merkel, initiating the call to Barack Obama to complain about her mobile phone, her personal mobile phone, being eavesdropped upon by the National Security Agency, that's the US intelligence service, and asking for immediate clarification from the White House if this was true. And President Obama basically told her, according to Jay Carney, his spokesman, who you heard there, we are not listening in on your phone. But Jay Carney was asked whether her phone had been eavesdropped upon as part of a broader sweep rather than a specific targeting operation on her phone, and he didn't answer that question.
So, an interesting distinction there. Perhaps they simply don't know there in the US administration whether that happened or not.
Maybe, or he seemed to be sticking to a sort of formulation that had obviously been decided upon before the White House briefing, which was actually going on when this news emerged from Berlin, which came from Angela Merkel's spokesperson, that phone call had actually taken place. So it was kind of midway through the White House briefing that he referred to that statement, and questions started to be asked as people saw it on Twitter and they started asking questions. But Angela Merkel is the latest leader to express very serious misgivings about the role of the NSA. Only 2 days ago, on Monday, President Obama had a conversation with the French President, Francois Hollande. It wasn't his mobile phone they were tapping, but there were concerns that the NSA had eavesdropped on 70 million pieces of telephone and email data. And not just people that the NSA suspected of terrorist activities, but also senior politicians and senior business figures in France as well. Brazil has expressed very serious misgivings. Indeed, there was supposed to be a state dinner tonight involving the Brazilian president, which had to be cancelled because the Brazilians decided to cancel their state visit in protest. The Mexicans as well have been very annoyed about allegations that the NSA was eavesdropping on the former president Felipe Calderón.